Ladies and gentlemen, it is the beginning of the biggest party of the summer. We're all at the pool, got our swimmies on and everything. Muzi has his floaties, and we're about to play some Mario Kart to determine the rankings of the order when we do Rankerslam. Welcome to the Up Supercast. Will is here, along with Brandon, Saf, Illz, Noah, and Muzi. Everyone's here. I think the last time that happened was the last Rankomania. That's not what this is. We are live on Twitch. If you're seeing this after the fact, we are streaming these now live on Twitch, so you can react as we screw each other over. And what better game to screw each other over with than Mario Kart? So we will have to do a Grand Prix, four races, and whoever's the first ranked gets to choose whether they want to go first or last in the re-rank that is about to occur right after this. So with all that having been said, why not get started?
Yay!
No, that's me.
Oh.
That's my cue.
Brandon is streaming, Muzi is hosting. No team.
Something.
True. So you can see what's happening. Oh, should we do random out of respect?
Yeah, I mean, I always pick random anyway. So.
Okay.
Fine, I'll do random.
I
Doesn't
wanted
really
to pick
matter.
a different land, but okay.
I don't even know how the fuck do you accelerate in this game anymore. I don't remember how to play.
Well, Brandon, yours got picked. How exciting.
Oh, yay! I like this stage. Try Desert.
Oh,
Hey, what's
I'm playing on
that?
handheld, so I might be
Oh,
doomed.
yeah. Ills, B is go.
well,
Wait, what's
Don't buy that. Don't buy that. A and go.
He is definitely lying to you.
Fake news.
I played like a quick round the other night for some reason. Oh, because I was waiting for like the rest of my games to download. I'm playing on the new Switch Pro, so I'm playing Mario Kart at 170 frames per
fucking
second.
Ah!
Man,
Baby Mario!
no!
I'm really glad that the stream is not focused on my view because I'm really bad driving so far.
Who threw that red shell? Oh no, oh no.
Ah!
Hey, Will! Incoming!
No.
No! Oh, I'm the worst link to hit me with that fucking shell.
I timed it very intently, Noah, just so you know.
Oh, fuck, no.
Got him.
Rude.
No, come on. Go the other way. Oh my
Oh, who
god.
fucking hit me?
Fucking terrible. I like
No!
it.
I hate this map. I just want to be clear. This was the one map I was like, I hope we don't play on this map. We played on this map.
Why is this the one map?
Yeah, why?
I don't like. I just want together teams, to be honest.
Oh,
Okay.
it's truly going badly.
Oh, that's convenient. Whoa!
God damn it! Someone did to me what I did to you, Noah.
You sure it is?
Oh, yes. As you say.
Everything on the official account.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Ba-ba-bomb.
Hey, buddy.
No!
Buddy.
No!
Whoever's in first.
Buddy!
Oh my god, Brandon, I saw that! I saw that,
No,
Brandon.
no, 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 no.
Oh, yeah. Get Will.
Get well!
Oh, buddy. It's your boy. They got a Smash Bros. Coming for you.
No, 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 we did it. Okay.
Shit!
Alright.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
I survived the 2 red shells. And the blue shell.
Oh,
Noah is quiet, apparently.
I'm quiet?
Ah. Well, maybe not with the screaming. That may have been a pre-race thing.
Random.
What a
That
horrible
didn't go so
turn.
badly for me.
I mean, it's been requested.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit, Cal.
He's gonna get picked. Oh.
Oh god. Wow.
By popular
Yeah.
demand.
I mean,
Yeah.
Moving
Oh,
Meadows is
no.
my favorite track.
Not crazy
Oh.
about this one.
This is
Oh no.
super bad.
I would have rather played on Moving Meadows than this one.
At least the Moving Mouse has good music.
Yeah, fantastic music.
Out of the way.
Oh fuck, I didn't
Points.
get any fucking boxes. God damn it.
I did not. That's not how you make that jump.
God damn it, baby! Fucking Mario doing my shit. Oh
Top
no,
of the wedge shells.
it was just a bitch.
Who's in first right now?
Oh fuck.
I assume for not for long.
No, that was not me indicating I have a blue shot. That was, that's what it sounded like.
Oh my god! I fucked up the shortcut. God damn it.
There's a shortcut.
Oh, wait a
Yeah, there's like, oh, it's not that big of a shortcut, but it's like a little hop thing.
there's the blue shell.
Damn it!
What the fuck?
Shit, it's catching up. No! Fucking red stuff. Why is the ball going third place? What the fuck?
Buddy.
This is hell.
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh my
going to
God.
get my
Fucking
3
got
stars.
Baby Mario's a bitch. Who likes that fucking...
It's a baby Mario.
Got him!
What a fucking dickhead. Oh.
Just refer to someone as a bitch.
Whoa.
Okay, wow. Apparently I had...
I
Hello,
didn't even
everybody.
get to finish the race.
Oh, okay, we're
Fucking
back
Baby
in it.
Mario in my ass.
Is Brandon talking? Brandon was very focused, by the way. I hope
Can
you can
Baby
hear me.
Mario climb out of my ass.
Hi, Kevin.
How is there 8 people watching? What the fuck?
10 actually.
We're popular boys.
It's Rankerslam, man. The biggest party of the summer.
The biggest party of the summer.
Wow. It's something.
Yeah, baby.
Go.
I love this.
Oh, that's a nice stage.
Electro drone.
God. So what's the prize if you lose? How does this work? Is the only
So
person
I was
who can
thinking,
anything?
like, so winner picks if they go first or last, and then we'll just do inverse order from there.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like, yeah.
Wait, so is the prize going later?
But, well, you get to pick if you're first, and then the rest are decided from there.
Oh my god, Rick,
Oh my god, there's so many red shells.
Was that your red shell? Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna say that was Will, but it was mine.
Also, I don't know if you're new to the stream. You are watching.
No!
Oh my god.
those pink sparks going.
Wow, good job.
It's baby Mario being so close.
Oh no!
Fucking really?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Don't hit me while I'm up. Okay.
So many people here. Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god.
Really helpful.
Ah, damn it. Pick the wrong fucking thing.
Damn it, Will!
Bounce, Leslie, bounce!
Like, there's so many coins this right
Why? I was gonna use a shotgun fucking
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow, wow.
that was so bullshit.
Nice.
I had it. I fucking had it. Damn it. I did too much.
Man,
I was
that's
gonna
so-
fucking cut that whole last turn and get fucking front. I fucking
Man,
cut
got
the
screwed
whole-
over so hard there.
Garbage.
Alright. Pink Gold Peach, baby. No god, Pink Gold Peach.
Alright, this is the final round, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have picked Moon Meadow.
Come on, Moo Meadows. Battle round.
Oh, thank you. I have no hope of winning anyway.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Man, I picked mine.
I love Sweet Sweet Canyon though.
I'm okay on Sweet Canyon. It's there.
It's okay. That's okay, stage.
So, like, after this race, should we switch to, like, IRL, or...?
Oh no, I'm sitting in the fucking dark. There's no way I'm switching to IRL.
No, like,
No. The category.
Alright.
God damn. I didn't
But
get,
is he just chatting right now? Where is he?
get an item on that turn.
Oh, he respected us.
Yeah, he was like, I'll jump up Supercast and fly. Like,
Well, I not even respect. He wanted to watch.
You respect it.
oh yeah, he wants to watch.
He's watching.
Hey Bernie, if you're watching. Hey, how's it going, man?
What a true gamer. What a true fan of gaming.
Fucking terrible.
Did you
Oh my
see
god,
the,
what the fuck hit me?
the official Burning Tangent podcast on an episode titled Gamers Rise Up?
That's great.
No, that's not.
I'm not joking.
Damn, they
Oh
start
my
the
God.
boss. They fucked me over so many times this game.
I just both my items, man.
Wow, Brandon, wait till.
Did I run you over last second?
Yeah.
No.
Literally, like when I was like, you just whoop.
Sorry, man.
I genuinely forgot how beautiful this game is.
Yeah, man. It's a good gorgeous
Oh.
game.
Really?
You hit me first. How the hell did I get a star in 6th place?
I wish I got a fucking star.
I'd like that answer.
God damn it!
Ah, not enough. Damn it, Will.
Why? Why do I keep getting fucked over when I go to use a shortcut with the mushroom?
Fuck you!
Oh.
Is
That last-
is
Yeah,
Talk Show a
bitch.
category? Oh yeah! 1 point. Nice.
There you go.
I guess we picked the right man to
God
follow
damn it.
the stream.
That's how we do it.
Oh wow, you didn't come in
Hey.
last, Ilz.
Got that fucking third place.
So it's official. I am picking last. By the way,
Okay.
I am choosing to pick last.
Brandon is picking last. So what was okay? So that means Saf's going first. I'm going second. Who was above me?
Me.
You were. Where is it? You were ill.
No, I was above
you. This was above me.
Okay. So
Oh,
then
wow.
it's Saf, me, Noah, Bill, Will, Brandon. That is our order.
Alright. Swap over.
Alrighty.
It's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
What a great day.
Now we're going to the segment that I've been for.
Wait, Ilz is better than Noah though? That's surprising.
That's right. Suck it, man.
I got
I was
fucked over the last
expecting
two
Noah to
races from fucking 3rd to fucking 9th. At the last fucking turn of the map, twice. So bullshit.
I passed Muzzy right at the finish line.
It was very exciting.
Quite good.
Oh well, good job, guys. Well played, especially by me.
I'm loving it.
Okay, so are you gonna switch categories now?
So
People
yeah,
don't
I can
come
switch
in-
categories. No, we're done.
Fucking expecting Mario Kart, not
Done
Mario
playing
Kart.
Mario Kart.
I've been muted for a while, huh?
Have you?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
No, we heard you.
The entire time.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say because now we are doing. If you're watching Brandon, please don't bring up any pornography while you're browsing.
Don't worry about it.
If you can help it.
The re-rank portion of Rankerslam, we have the
Good
order
luck.
decided, right? So that means that we all get one game to suggest to be moved, and we'll see how it ends up. Saf, you are first.
Okay.
Wait, but before we get started, maybe explain what the list is.
The list is, I mean, who's watching, right? So the list is a thing that we do on our podcast every week, and also on the Game Club every other week, where we add a game, we talk about it, we decide where it should go, right? This is not a top 125 games of all time. This is the top 125 games that we brought to the list. So there's some trash, there's some incredible stuff, there's a lot of stuff in the middle, and but sometimes we rank something, and then we say, this doesn't seem right? This does not seem okay. And this is where we get a once every quarter of a year, basically, we get a chance to re-rank all of us one game. So that is what's about to happen in front of you right now.
That is Rankerslam.
126 games.
Mhm.
126. I apologize.
Well, get the number right, man. Also on the right side of your stream, you should see the list scrolling by in order, and then on the left here, obviously we have the list. This is a zoomed in version of the list, so this will be what I'm looking at when we're talking. So if we're talking about a specific section of the list, we'll be looking at it.
Yeah,
All right.
Double list.
So Saf, you're up.
I am up.
Double list.
I wanna re-rank. I finally beat this game, like I full beat it. So now I wanna re-rank this game because I've changed my opinion about it since there was this video. And it's Octopath Traveler.
Fucking motherfucking what the fuck?
You got a buffer to
All right,
You're
all
not
right.
gonna
Look,
pick it.
this is a good pick, but this is the pick I wanted. So
because it'll also beat the game.
yes.
Since we did the Game Club episode, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanna rank it down below somewhere around Super Mario Brothers.
No, it's going above Super Mario Brothers. I'm not putting it below Super Mario.
I think it's below.
Funny you
WarioWare.
say that because it's going. I think it goes. Wait, Saf, where's your official placement first?
I wanna put it above Tomb Raider.
So you moved it up.
Where? Okay, Tomb Raider. Okay.
Put me
Mario
up.
Brothers, WarioWare, GoldenEye, Shenmue.
Above Tomb Raider.
I
Yeah.
want it below 999.
I want it
Wanna put it
above
below that,
GoldenEye.
Above GoldenEye.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Will?
Well, I want it at least above GoldenEye.
At least, yeah.
I wanted
yeah,
it,
but
I wanted above
below
WarioWare.
Okami.
I wanted above WarioWare at least.
I am not putting it below Super Mario Bros.
I'm
Okay.
I'm fine with it being within the Super Mario Brothers range.
That's a
Of,
good.
like-
That's a good range. I think that's we all
let's just
agree
put
on
it-
this range.
So let's just put it right above Super Mario Brothers.
I want it below Super Mario Brothers though,
Why do you want it below Super Mario Brothers?
because Octopath Traveler is really not that great. Okay.
What?
You're
No.
you're starting from a bad place. Octopath Traveler is
It's a fucking amazing game. What are you talking about? Not
Octopath
that
Traveler
great.
is a pretty good video game.
I
It-
don't think amazing
It
is the right
excels
word.
at
Yeah.
two particular things, or three. It has a great battle system.
Yep.
It has a very charming art style,
Okay.
Yep.
and the music is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
However, that is not enough to get me through a 70-hour experience. Okay,
80.
like it even worse. Yeah, like this is a long ass game, and like the combat is only so fun for so long before the individual stories do not hold up to my interest for that long. And
Well-
the fact that they all follow the same basic formula, you know, all 8 stories kind of follow down the same exact path, and then like every time you have to go to the next chapter, it always requires just a stupid amount of grinding on top of that. Like it's just like this game becomes a chore.
I
Yes.
never encountered to be able to grind that much.
I mean, I feel some of Muzzy's like opinions because like the battle, like when you're fighting grunts, when you're fighting like random enemies, like I don't want to feel like I'm spending like it makes me feel so I'm spending way too much time on just these random weaklings,
Exactly.
enemies when I could have just easily done it. Like if there are games that does it quicker, but this one doesn't. Like you feel as though you're like wasting time, like just going through the same battle system.
Yeah.
Of like breaking and
I mean, you pretty much described every turn-based RPG in existence.
But the thing is,
No,
every
no,
turn-based RPG actually does it a lot quicker than this one. This one is just like you have to wait for it, and then you have to attack. What the fuck was it? What the fuck is the mechanics like? Break and
The
Yeah.
break and,
You have to break
and
their
focus.
shields basically. You can't
Yeah,
damage
you,
people.
and you cash in your points, your
and
own
it
action
makes
points.
Yeah.
each individual battle so long and drawn out.
It's
you know?
very
Yeah, well-
okay.
yeah.
It's very fun to strategize, especially during the boss battle.
That's
Oh,
where it
boss battles
excels.
are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it
It's
excels.
amazing.
But there
Yeah.
should be, at least I agree with you. Where the normal enemies, there should be a way to steamroll them, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It gets.
And
I mean, I built a way around it. Like, I had Cyrus, like, just fucking break them with any... Well, he had all the elemental spells, so I would almost always encounter an enemy that had, like, a weakness to one of the elements. Or if not, I had the other person, the physical hitter, would always have, like, one of the physical weaknesses. And
but
by
even when
that
you
point-
break it, it would take a while though.
Not really.
Yeah, it kind of would. And even if you that would require you to have Cyrus in your team all the time anyway.
No, it's
In a
no,
game-
you just need his job. You can
I
multi-class,
think
remember?
Illz brings up
Yes,
a
I know.
point that also annoyed me with this game, is that like it is so hard to evenly level your party with the way the structure of the game is, you know?
That is
Like,
a valid,
absolutely.
That's a valid criticism.
Yeah.
Because like each like chapter 2, for example, requires you to be, I'm just making up a number, but like at like level 23 or whatever, right?
Sure.
And there's 8 of you, but you have to like balance that out to like, okay, all right, well now it's time for Ophelia's level 2, but oh fuck, I haven't used her in so long because I can only use 4 at a time, and I'm locked into one person.
Yeah, your
at all
anchor
times.
is way more powerful than everyone else eventually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
can't even like properly really, because like before I knew that I had to like lock into that one person, what I was thinking was I would kind of basically have like 2 sets of teams, right?
Mhm.
But you can't really do that. You can't really do that with the way that the game forces you to use that one specific person.
Until you
And-
unlock their chapter 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but by that point you're like already like in the end game, you know. And it's
Well,
just, like,
that's true. I feel like your strategies and job management, and in general your strategies, your battle strategies, it has a much more emphasis than your actual level. Like the level does play like a small part in like how powerful you are, but it's having the
It's
right
all-
job and the strategies, that's where, like, I had, like, one of my characters, like, I left Tressa out for the longest time, but she was, like, 20 levels behind. But she was still able to keep up with most of my guys that were, like, 20
Yeah.
plus levels above.
There are super bosses in this game, and what I was reading up the forums for like how to beat those super bosses and seeing how other people beat it, and there's like there are people are saying, yeah, I beat it at like 30, or like you need to be at like base level 50, that's the recommended level. But there are people who would beat it at like 30 or 40
Sure.
or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah,
they
you,
just
there's a ton of
optimize it.
potential for
So
movement.
that's, like, the important part about the battles. Like, the levels, yeah, they help, but they're not the important part. So,
Yeah.
while it is true, like, it's annoying to have one person level 20 and the other 37, it doesn't play that big of an importance to
Well,
fights. than
it
you
does
think it
because the
would.
game literally locks you out. If
Yeah.
you,
No, it
if you
doesn't.
don't. Yeah, you said you have to have a certain level in order to figure
No,
out.
it's recommended.
No,
You can still
recommended
enter.
level.
You can still enter areas where. I did that a few times. I went in caves where I was not supposed to be, like, very early. I stole some treasure and then I got out.
My high-level complaint with Octopath Traveler, right, is that the fundamentals of the RPG design are super good, right? But the issues with the game come from its primary conceit, which is the Octopath thing, right? The 8
Yeah.
characters, 8 stories thing. Like, the issues with there being no central story that sort of drives the overall narrative. And then the thing of, you know, each character has to be for certain portions of the game, but then the levels don't match up, right? Like, I think if they had just made a core central story and then these character side missions, because their stories are like elaborate, but they're not as elaborate as, like, you know, there's RPGs that have done similar things in the past, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that, like, they wanted to have a spin so they could sell it on that, but at the end of the day, it actually hurt the game more than it helped it in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I would have preferred if it was, like, a little bit more interconnected, like each individual story for each character. But in the end, like, after you beat all the chapters and you beat the game, quote unquote, it does give you the extra
That's
final
more
mission, the last boss. Like, it's quoted the secret boss, but it actually ties in, like, all the loose ends together at one point.
I didn't find it.
It's no
satisfying,
substitute for an actual narrative. That
No,
little-
it's like
and
it
I
should have
think
been
that-
part of the actual narrative, but it is there. It's, you know what I mean?
I mean,
See, I didn't find it to be that satisfying though. And the other thing is, the thing that really hampered my enjoyment from this game because of the way it's set out is that there's, like, no character interaction between my party, just because of necessity of, oh well, you don't.
There
have a
is,
party
but not
member.
much.
But it's like, yeah, it's like you'll enter a town and you can press the plus button to see, like, a tiny little dialogue scene, but that's nothing compared to most RPGs where the party is much more better integrated into the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be difficult to do that because you have to swap them out to see all the things and not miss any.
Yeah.
it's so aggravating because, I mean, so many problems of this game could have been solved very easily with experience share and being able to turn off random encounters. Like, that would have been
Which are things
so
that
much.
Bravely did, right?
Yeah, Bravely had
Yeah,
both those
Bravely
things.
Default did that, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how they stepped backwards from that.
Yeah, I don't know. I
And
think
also-
they were maybe scared about
It's
putting
a
it in
different
60.
series, though.
But these
It's
are
made by the
quality of
same
life.
guys, though.
These are quality
But-
of life features. Like, why wouldn't you have?
They
them?
can
I don't
translate,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, it was done by the same guys, and Bravely Default was fun in the fact that they not only did they allow you to, like, turn off encounters, but they would also have, like, stuff like auto battle and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that makes the kind of process of going through a map easier and simpler. Whereas
Yeah.
this game seems to have just kind of forgotten that those things existed and just kind of said, "No, this is good enough," and it's
That
just
would've-
play it like that.
That would have greatly alleviated my problem with the dragging later on, because there was so much random battles and they were so slow because of the brake system. Like, I like the brake system, but fighting random shitters, nah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna spend all that time fighting these guys. You know,
So-
like every
Even-
5 steps. Like,
Even with these faults, I want to just say, like, this game is still fun to explore. I still enjoy, like, going through the environments, and I still enjoy, like, scrutinizing townspeople and just finding out their backstories and shit like that, because there's a lot of fun flavor text to it. There's
Yeah.
still a lot to enjoy about this game. It's not that it's shit, even though there are valid criticisms. It's still there's still a lot to be said that is actually fun about this game, and it's
I
still...
want to put it below WarioWare because I think WarioWare excels at what it wants to be.
Yeah. I think that like you can say Mario Brothers is a game that like the fundamentals of it are super solid, right? It is Mario, right? And I think that like the same fundamentals apply to like Octopath stuff, right? Its fundamentals are super solid, but it has way more fat on it. It has way more issues that like make itself apparent, that make it harder to get to that fundamentals that is enjoyable, right? And that's why I would put it below Mario Brothers at least.
Yeah. My original stance was below Mario Brothers, but
Well, so that's 3. Ills, where do you stand? Above or below?
Below is fine. It's just, man, there are so many problems with this game. Like, I really wanted to like it a lot more, and I did like a lot of what Saf was saying. Like, I did like that they give you a lot of options with the characters, and they all kind of feel, more or less different, even though their, interactions with town people are doubled. There's more than one of each. But yeah, like the whole it dragged, and then the story portions of a lot of the characters like really put me off at the end, like because they didn't culminate in a worthwhile way.
right.
Kevin asked a question in chat. Do you
Yeah.
think it's better than Shovel Knight? Because I think I put it below Shovel Knight.
I would put it below Shovel Knight.
Yeah, you would.
I think Shovel Knight's really good. I think Shovel Knight's a game that like you look at and you're like, I mean,
Shovel Knight truly, it excels at what it wants to be, and it's expanded so much. That's a game that knows how to do extra content, by the way.
I would not put it below GoldenEye.
No, I'm not putting. There's no way I'm putting it below.
Nah.
Okay, well,
Like, I'm happy with I'm still
Um,
sticking to it. I'm happy with the Super Mario Brothers range, somewhere around there. Like maybe a couple above, maybe a couple below. No, sorry, one above, one below, but no, just nope.
Well, if you guys
Well,
are
at least
set
get it
on
below
below Mario Bros, I
WarioWare.
guess I don't have a choice.
How do we feel about WarioWare versus Octopath?
I haven't played WarioWare, so.
I mean, I put it below WarioWare, but that's
Nah, above.
Saf?
I haven't played WarioWare, to be honest with you, so I wouldn't have an opinion. I want
Brandon.
I think I would put it above WarioWare.
Okay, I'll go above.
WarioWare.
I'll prefer below, but
Yeah,
I'll-
WarioWare. I think the first WarioWare is very, very good. Obviously, I mean we put it pretty high, but I just feel like there's just not a lot of meat to that WarioWare game for the first one at least.
Sure, that you feel others, the later games. In the
Later
series
games felt more meaty, like
fleshed it out a little bit
just
more.
yeah.
Adding in the multiplayer, I think, was a big thing after the fact.
Fully realized the concept. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay,
Yeah.
so between Super Mario Brothers and WarioWare, that's on
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So that is moving down 15 spots exactly. Octopath Traveler. 38 though, so it still has an 8 in its numbering.
See how long that lasts.
There we
No
go.
victories.
So then next up, Mizuno.
Let's
Hold
fix
up,
it
let me-
here. Let's fix
Yeah.
it here. And I said it in the chat, but also, if you're watching and listening to us, talk about the list here. Feel free to put your 2 cents in, and tell us what you're thinking too. We'll read what you're thinking, and maybe we'll take it into account. Maybe we will tell you you're a moron. Who knows?
Regardless, feel free to interject and let us
Yeah,
know your
exactly.
opinion.
Yeah. Feel free. If you think we're being morons, let us know.
I would like to correct a personal sin of mine. A long time ago, near the beginning of the list. This might have been before Ills joined the podcast, actually.
I think so.
We had a fight about
I think I know what this is.
Oh God.
Super Mario 3D Land versus Stardew Valley. And I let Stardew Valley get very low. And, I stand by it being below 3D Land, but now it's gotten so goddamn low, it's disgusting, honestly. Like, look at... Look at the things surrounding fucking Stardew Valley. We need to correct this crime. It's not right.
What do you mean?
It's not
If
right.
it doesn't go above
It's
Super
like,
Mario
what do
3D
you
Land,
mean?
that's
It's
two
like
spots!
above
That's 3 spots.
Put it above 3D Land to put it where it should be. I mean, in my opinion, 3D Land is also underrated, but Stardew Valley is a more pressing issue.
It's two
So I must-
spots!
No, he says he wants to put it above. He wants to put it above.
Oh, okay, okay.
I want to put Stardew Valley. Let me tell you, I think Stardew Valley is like, this is the best of its genre. And it gets a lot of points just for doing that. Okay.
Ooh, there's a very bold claim.
No,
It's a very bold claim, but I think a lot of people agree with me.
I mean, I love Stardew Valley, but to say it's best of its genre? Is forgetting about
so,
Animal
to be clear,
Crossing?
I'm not
Animal
including
Crossing is not a farming
Animal
game.
Crossing is a different
I'm not-
genre.
Oh, fair enough.
But I would say, because it tried to be Harvest Moon and it surpassed Harvest Moon in every way. You know, if you want a farming simulator, you cannot go wrong with Stardew Valley.
What if you don't want a farming simulator?
They added multiplayer after this, right? After
They
we
did,
added it
yeah.
onto the list.
Yeah.
And multiplayer is a fucking blast in this game, and it really adds a lot. I think, you know.
The multiplayer is... oh,
We
can
started
get to it.
playing it for a while.
We can get to it later, I guess. You go ahead, Muzzy, sorry.
To start out the conversation, I guess, I would like to put it in the Fire Emblem Star Fox area.
What the fuck?
In the 40s.
Wow, Zowie.
Scroll
45.
up, Brandon.
Oh,
45.
shit.
40.
Okay, let me see if I can get them on
Wow.
the same fucking page here. Where the fuck is... okay, Stardew Valley 72. Okay, I think I got them on... let's see.
By the way, Fang agrees with me that it is not that bold of a sentence. It is the
Oh,
far away the
for
best.
some reason, I paired Animal Crossing and Stardew
Sure.
Valley together. So,
Yeah.
Because they're both games I don't want to play.
so you said... Where'd you say you wanted it?
45 or 46.
Around between
That's
Fire
a
Emblem and Star Fox. Is what I'm
Big
thinking.
jump.
Big jump. I mean, I think it's
big
better than Wonderful 101 and Chibi Robo. Right.
Chibi Robo.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're
I mean, I'm putting it above Kid Icarus Uprising.
Luigi's Mansion, DuckTales,
Mario
Final
Tennis
Fantasy.
Aces?
I'm putting it
Yeah.
above Kid Icarus Uprising, which is my personal favorite game ever. You know, but I think Stardew Valley is a better game.
This seems like some sort of sucking Will's dick move to me.
It is not a no.
It's the collusion.
If I could hurt him, I would. You know, but this is I have to right.
I've
my
been
wrong.
hurt for 2 years now.
At least you're admitting your mistake, Lizzie.
Yeah, I have to right my wrongs. Okay.
Does that mean you think Super Mario 3D Land should also be this high? Is that what you're telling me?
That, we don't want to
No.
talk about that. Don't worry about that.
Well, no! Clearly!
That's an amazing.
So don't get wild and out if this isn't how you feel. If you thought...
No, this is how I feel.
This is how he feels.
Okay.
You know what? You should admit your mistake and put Breath of the Wild number 2.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's a
was
bigger
bad.
mistake that you have to
That
No.
was,
That's one spot. Clearly not that big of a
I mean, I
It's a
played
tough spot, though.
some more of Stardew Valley, and I wanna kind of rank it higher, but not that high. That seems a
I
bit
feel
too
like
much.
I wouldn't put it above Ghost Trick, Phoenix Wright, Golden Sun, Chibi Rebel, like that chunk.
The multiplayer it was not that good.
I think
Yeah,
that was
we
a
tried-
connection
we all tried
problem.
to sleep in Saf's bed in a glitch out.
Yeah, I just
I
wanted
will
to
say
see
that
if
was
it
the
was
initial thing. It's been patched, right? Because it was a patch after the fact, anyways. Like me and a friend of mine, we made it to like year 3 together, right? We were gonna get big fat gay married. But
Oh, you
and
can't.
so,
We
like,
tried to sleep in Saf's bed and the game crashed.
Yeah.
that was on day
Well,
1. They fixed it.
I mean, that might
Mario
just
Tennis
because,
Aces got a buff because of its patches.
that might just be because Sav's bed is a danger zone.
Also, Saf is from the UK, and we have an ocean in between us.
In the bed? Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why it was hard to get into your bed, because it was the ocean.
In between the bed.
I don't know. I feel like it's a good. I feel like Rainbow Starlight was a good place for it.
I mean,
I could put it above
I mean,
Elite
again,
I-
Beat Agents, but I feel as though that's
give
as
it
far as I
points.
can go.
put it about where?
Elite
Elite
Beat?
Beat. Yeah.
No. I think it's
I'd put
definitely.
it higher.
I think it should be above a Wonderful 101 like hard.
I think something should get credit for being the best of what it's trying to be. You know, like it has a goal. It wants to be a farming simulator, and it does it the best.
I know a lot of
that.
I know a lot of people say it's just basing itself off Stardew Valley, and excuse me, Harvest Moon, and it is. But there's been Story of Seasons games that have come out since, right? They are remaking Friends of Mineral Town. They're trying to modernize it, right? And every time I look at these games, I see that they don't have the
Oh, what the fuck was that?
the intersection of all of these different elements in the different parts of the game that work together as well as they do in Stardew Valley, right? Like it's a fan who like looked and truly got how to make it work and moved it forward rather than just being an imitation, right? And so I think that in that way, that's why I think it is as good as it is. And I think that you look at a game like Wonderful 101, which is charming, right, and has a lot going for it, but also has some pretty big flaws in it, or even Chibi Robo or Golden Sun, which are both games that I like. Once again, there's a lot to like in those games, but like I wouldn't say that Golden Sun is like. I would say that like I like it more.
Watch your words, boy.
I didn't want to upset Noah, but I think the Golden Sun is like a pretty good RPG, right? It's a good RPG, but I think that like there's clear places where things have changed and innovated. We don't have that yet for Stardew. It still is the bearer, and I think it's better for it. But I would give like Phoenix Wright. I would be willing to put it under because Phoenix Wright is among the best visual novels ever made and helped popularize it, right? So like I'm fine with it below it.
Okay.
Sure, I can bump it down to below Phoenix Wright.
I still don't feel comfortable putting it above Chibi Robo. Also, where was all this praise about the fucking Stardew Valley when we first ranked it?
It was me screaming. That was it. I was just too loud for it to be understood. Yeah.
Okay. I'm willing to concede with somebody.
You just don't know who yet.
Shit.
So who's not voting in this one at all? Just
Me.
Illz, right?
For now.
All right. So we're gonna have a split regardless. We're gonna have a favorable side.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me be the tiebreaker.
Oh no, I'm worried.
Because I don't know. Well, I don't know, man. I agree with both sides. Phoenix Wright, I feel like, is a sticking point for me. I wouldn't. Yeah, but then.
Well, yeah. So me and Will already have settled to down below Phoenix Wright.
Right. And that's a good sticking point. But then the below Chibi Robo, I'm also like. Also okay with
Well,
that.
again, I think that Stardew Valley, because to directly compare it to the game right below it, Golden Sun is not the best of its class. It is not the best RPG.
No, the sequel's like miles better.
Yeah, sure, yeah, and so like for that, I think you deserve something for doing.
Yeah, and it's gonna be pretty high, so I feel like we're jumping it up a lot. That's the thing is. It's obviously this whole thing is subjective, but like the best of its class in a genre that I don't really like is not going to be better.
Okay, forget the best of its class line, but to frame it another way, like this Concerned Dave, the developer, he had a vision of what this game should look like in his mind, and I feel like from playing it, it feels like this is like exactly what he envisioned. Like I don't know if that's true, but like sometimes you feel that when you play a game, right? That like this is just like exactly what it should be. Which is like, I think that's very rare for a game to feel that way, because a lot of times you can point to, like it was missing this or it was missing that or whatever. I don't feel that way with Stardew. I feel like it does exactly what it wants to do.
I mean, for me, comparing side by side to Chibi Robo, sorry Noah, but like the thing for Chibi Robo is that there are moments, especially where like sometimes traversal in that game isn't that fun. Like sometimes when you're like getting around and like you're climbing the stairs in the basement for the 7th time, and you're sort of lost on what to do. You're like, man, I wish there was. I'm getting a little frustrated, right? Sometimes when you get these like tele keeps interrupting you when you have these things that can sometimes impede your experience. I didn't have nearly as much of that in Stardew Valley because I think it sort of laid out its parameters and it worked within those to make the best game possible. And I think that's why I would put it above Chibi Robo.
No lies detected.
Okay. You know, I'm torn. I mean, I have obviously there's some things about like Stardew Valley. I am a fan of the genre, right? I really do like it. I've said it before, and I don't really think this hurts the game that much. I don't really like the art style or the pixel art of Stardew Valley that much. Sure. I don't think it looks that great. Mm-hmm. It looks fine.
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't look bad.
The gameplay is king, though, right?
Sure.
I think that.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, you guys, come on.
Musa, I think
come on.
That's a trolling comment from Musa.
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna say. I'm just saying, you know, there are some things that about it, and it is kind of overwhelming when you first start it up. You know, you're like, am I managing my time correctly? You know,
sure.
Is the game gonna go, you know, too far without me? Am I gonna miss out on certain things? And you know, what am I?
But then, as you play the game, you kind of realize, like, nah, like I think it's very good about like you can actually do things at your own pace. Completely.
I think the quests are the answer to that, and I don't think they're a perfect fix, but I think they're a good attempt at it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, all right, I'm at camp below Phoenix Wright.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Is Saf on that camp too?
Sure. Let's jump on it.
All right.
Let's do it together.
Let's sleep in your bed, Saf. Let's get in there.
Yeah, let's all sleep in my bed.
4 people.
Post-patch. Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. Muzamil. What an olive branch. That is a big jump. I didn't even. What was it originally? I didn't even look.
It was
72.
originally
72.
72. So exactly 20 spots for Stardew Valley. That's quite a movement. We've had big moves so far. 13 and 20.
Fang is smiling. I hope Fang is happy.
I hope Fang wants it higher. That's the problem.
Well, I just, you know, I can only make Fang so happy.
Yeah.
You take what you can get.
Yeah, it's true. That's the nature of the list. Next up, we have Noah. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
That was next.
Yeah, it's me. Okay. I had few games that I had to choose from, but even though this was re-ranked last time, it still fucking feels like it's not supposed to be where it's surrounding.
I swear to God, if it's other ever again, I'm gonna scream.
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
I know. I get a feeling it is.
Okay. Well, I want to move Alundra up again.
All right.
Well, there goes both my choices. Why did getting me above them in Mario Kart fucking help them and not me? How did that help me? Who chose that I wanted to go?
Okay, no, if you really want to,
no, it's fine.
Go for a different choice.
It's fine.
Because I was torn between picking this one because I was worried that nobody else would pick it.
So where do you want Alundra, Noah? Tell me about Alundra.
Well, I can't. All right. I wanted to go pretty high.
See, you should have waited till after I played it, because I think I'm gonna like this game, but I haven't played it yet.
You're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it for sure.
You're gonna like the way you look, Muzzy. I guarantee it.
Well, that's good.
But as of now, I have nothing to say about it.
All right, listen. This game belongs above Golden Sun. I'm sorry. It's just facts.
Wow.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Oh, I was gonna say you're pitting Noah against himself, but maybe not.
No, it's
a really good game.
it's very, very good. Like the puzzle solving is pretty fucking challenging. The story's very surprising.
It's very dark.
Hell yeah, it's way darker than I thought it was gonna be. Mm-hmm. The gameplay's engaging. The world is not that big, but I mean it's big enough.
I mean it's pretty big. It's like it feels pretty open world, compared to like other like adventure games like it.
No, it feels like Zelda basically. It
Yeah.
feels like Link to the
Yes.
Past.
It,
but
I
with
think it does a
little
nice. I
bit
think.
more,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think it does the thing that Zelda does well, which is that it feels bigger than it actually is, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a smart game design trick. So I would give it points for that. I think it's a well
It
designed.
has
world.
great exploration in it. Like I love just jumping around the world, just finding different secrets and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's quite challenging.
Mhm.
And
So does anyone have any objections to where
I'm-
it jumps? Any other thoughts on where it should be?
I wanted to put it a little higher than that, but
where do you want to put it?
Hi.
I don't know how far you guys are willing to go.
Where do you want to put it?
Like,
I mean, it's a
looking
great
around the Fire Emblem Awakening Star Fox 64 area.
Where is that?
46,
45,
45 to
46.
46.
Hmm.
Will and Brandon, this is the time to object. if you have any.
I liked the first thing above
I did
Golden
too.
Sun.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I wouldn't jump it that high.
Yeah, I agree with Ill's.
But I do agree above Golden Sun is very solid ass place for that game. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's right.
it's like a fine wine. The more I reminisce about it, the more I'm like, that was a pretty solid fucking game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, next rank, whatever the fuck.
I'll try to
Yes.
push it up again, yeah.
The way to do it.
Oh boy. All right, that's that.
Okay.
That was an easy one, man. That was easy.
I mean, you know, good game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got a cool ass sword in that game just by accident.
Oh my god. You got a good ass sword because you suck!
Yeah.
Alright.
That's so surprising that they gave you the best sword because you die a lot. That's so weird.
It's,
So it
it's
jumps from
brilliant
nowhere.
if you think about it.
It's
It was
fucking
actually
weird.
good. I love that
I
so
was-
much.
I was really mad because I didn't die enough to get it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Me neither.
It's like the chicken.
What?
hat,
I did find a secret dungeon that had a sword in it, but I didn't find that one.
The death sword. All right, there we go.
Wander jumped
That's-
up how many spots?
20.
20 spots.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Another
Keeps
20.
happening.
Another 20 jumper.
The Stardew and Alundra stuck together. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah, I guess they were right next
They
to
were
each
right next to
other
each
now.
other beforehand.
Oh, that's
There you
wild.
go.
That is fucking wild.
One goes, the other follows.
Now that's a real solid wall right there.
Yeah.
They're in love, man.
Then next up there is Illz.
Well, damn. I had
I
my
can give you my pick if you want.
but now I'm gonna have to make people mad.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay, fuck it. I want to put Red Dead Redemption below Last of Us. Let's go.
What?
Oh,
What the?
Yeah.
You know?
I have an
I
opinion.
played Red Dead Redemption this year for our New Year's games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a solid game. It
Mhm.
has its good points, but man, the story structure is kind of weak. The world is kind of bland. I didn't really like a lot of that much of it, you know. The gameplay is good. Like the exploration is pretty good, but then you're just going around in a desert. It's just like too open, too formless. Like, I understand you guys really love the multiplayer, and I didn't get to experience that, which is why I'm not gonna try to put it lower. But Last of Us has a way stronger narrative, obviously way stronger visually. I mean, the ending is fucking top notch.
Mm-hmm.
I think the gameplay is better. I don't know what else to say.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people's love for Red Dead comes primarily from the multiplayer game.
I
don't
wouldn't
think
say
that's the-
so.
I don't
That's
think
not
the
the.
I
No,
don't
the
think it's
multiplayer was a
true.
bonus.
I don't
but
even think
the
Xenoblade
single-player
is better
campaign
than
was
Red
fucking
Dead.
amazing. Like I personally preferred it over Last of Us, but
I don't think Xenoblade is better than Red Dead Redemption. That's my problem.
I mean,
Well, okay, so let's just get a feel for the standings right now. So Illz and Will want it below Last of Us. Brandon wants it where it is. Noah wants it where it is, I'm guessing.
yeah.
Saf.
I kind of want to put it below Last of Us, to be honest with you. I preferred Last of Us to Red Dead. But Red Dead was still a great game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that.
I
It wasn't as good as Last of Us.
I went back to it a couple months ago with backwards compatibility, and there was like still a ton to like. But clearly, even then it's still 12. But the stuff with that time faded a little bit. Like, one of my saves was at Mexico, and I was just like, oh yeah, this whole part of the game is so weird.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
I don't understand. It just
Just
feels like a
random.
complete veer off.
Yeah.
Like it has
Yeah,
nothing
this-
to do with the main character.
Yeah. And I so I think I'm fine with the last.
Yeah, but then you got the whole expansion that they added later on. That added
Oh,
another fucking huge amount of gameplay time. The
The
Undead
zombie
Nightmare.
expansion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's one of the best DLCs probably of all time.
yeah, it was so fucking good.
I can only judge what I played, and this is all I played. I didn't play the expansion of Last of Us either, so I don't know.
I will say Left Behind is also a very good expansion. Is the unfortunate fact.
So I think that's settled. I mean, I don't have an opinion. Like,
Yeah.
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 So-
I'm pretty confident in below.
All right, so there you go.
All right. There it is. Down 5 spots, right? Red Dead Redemption. Okay, there we go. Let's see. That's me. Okay. All right. I'm cracking my knuckles because people are gonna be mad at me. But I think now that we're all here, we've all played it. I think it's time. Definitive. Where does Other M go?
Ah, for fuck's
Are you
sake.
fucking serious?
I am for serious. Last time we did a
You
re-rank,
guys have
Illz
a
was not there.
fucking- You guys have a fucking mission
Well-
against this game.
Well,
honestly.
last time we ranked it with 4 people. 2 of the people on the
That
podcast that
played
were
the
not
game.
there. They both played the game, right?
Yeah.
I have played the game.
To completion. And so now we can get everyone's
It got
opinion.
re-ranked without 2 of us here. We got done dirty.
This is not gonna go anywhere. You do realize it.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think it should be below Donkey Konga, probably below Sicker Star, maybe.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
below
so-
Sticker
I
Star
mean,
is exactly
the
where I
furthest-
put it.
The furthest
Yeah.
I would go is like below Devil May Cry 2, and that's 1 spot.
But
So
I
don't know if
would
that's one.
below Sticker Star.
To be honest with you, I think Devil May Cry 2 is just as bad as Other M, but I also think Devil May Cry 2 belongs in hell. So
Well, wait, Brandon, what did you say?
I think it goes below Sticker Star.
Okay, so then
Where do you
that's
think it
3
goes,
for
Sam?
below Sticker Star. Sad.
I want to put it below Sticker Star.
All right.
That's 4, baby.
All right, that's it. You're not gonna argue for it?
What am I gonna argue? You guys literally go against it with every chance you got.
We all know each other's arguments at this point.
It's a.
This is
What's the fuck?
beaten
Do you want to
to
go over it again? Do you want to just do the whole argument again?
I mean, first of all, I fucking seriously 100% doubt Muzzy's even beat it to completion,
I
and he doesn't
fucking
have a
beat the
refreshed
game
memory
to
of that.
completion. I bought
I'm
the
sorry.
game
Played
at
it on the
Walmart
Game
for
Ups.
Fucking-
$5.
This game is better than One Finger Death Punch. It's better than fucking Incredible Crisis.
Yes.
Maybe those
It's
games
better
should be in
than
hell, too,
Mario
but
Pinball Land.
they're
100%.
not.
It's better than Simpsons Arcade. 100%. I don't really know.
Yes.
Hell
No, no,
yeah.
Why the fuck
Hell
do you guys
yeah.
want to
Oh
play
my
that?
god.
I mean, we have 4 people.
I mean, that's nice, but I'm still making an argument. That doesn't mean you cancel out my argument. I'm still saying it. You got to give me an argument. You can't just say we have 4 people.
All right.
Because then you were the ones that are really doing it dirty.
No, it's
Because-
just Metroid Other M fails at so many things that it sets out to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And the one thing that it does best at, it does okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the game
Like
was
when you're
fun.
arguing against One Finger Death Punch, One Finger Death Punch is just supposed to be like some sort of rhythm game. It's just doing one thing, and it's like it's pretty
Yeah,
decent
it
at
was
that one
fun
thing.
for half an hour. Then you got fucking bored of it and didn't want to fucking play it anymore.
Yeah, but it's one of those games that are best
That
played
didn't
as a
happen
portable.
with
I
Yeah,
also didn't want to play
Yeah.
Other M for very long at all. I mean, the game
Yeah.
is not
And
good.
in fact, the length of Other M goes against it because I'm suffering the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only suffering when the story's happening.
I'm suffering when the story's
I-
happening. I'm suffering because the gameplay is
It's
so.
mediocre.
The
Ah.
gameplay is
It's like-
pretty good. The
The
gameplay's
gameplay
pretty
is
good.
good. The music's
Pretty
good.
good is an exaggeration.
Visuals are amazing
It's
for a
not an
fucking Wii
Why would I
game.
be exaggerating? I don't even like this
I don't
game
think
that much.
I don't think the game looks good.
You don't think the game looks good?
The game looks
I
pretty
think the
good for
game looks-
Wii. Oh my god.
It's,
For Wii,
no,
looks
it's a-
amazing. What
It
the
it's-
looks,
fuck
it
it's
looks
a
like
good-
weird plastic.
It is a
like,
good
action
looking
figure.
game. I will give it that.
Jesus Christ.
Nah,
Yeah, no,
I
I can send
You guys
some-
aren't
I can
willing
give
to
some
say
review on
anything
that.
positive about
I
that.
literally just did!
I disagree with you right there.
I
Me
didn't
and
say
Sam
you,
said
Saf.
it's
I
a
wasn't
good
talking about you,
looks better.
Saf.
It looks
Saf, I
better.
wasn't talking about you.
I'm talking about like, I think that like the previous, I think Corruption looks better than it does.
Yeah.
What does that matter?
I'm
That
saying
mean it's the
it was
worst
the
looking
step down
game?
of the thing.
That means it's the worst looking game? That means it looks
I'm
bad?
saying I don't think no one said it looked amazing, and I said it does not
I
look
said it
amazing.
looked pretty good. You said it looked bad.
I said it does look amazing.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's not what started all
How does that
this.
happen? How does that happen?
You always do
It doesn't
this.
look amazing.
You both
Oh my
do
god.
better than
Let's put it in
it.
this
That's
box.
not
And if
amazing.
anything doesn't go into amazing, that means it's trash. What is
No,
that?
that's the place where it started. It started. It's amazing. I said I don't think it's amazing, and then you yelled at.
Nah. It looks
Has
good.
anyone changed their mind on how they feel?
No. Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
No. All right. I think we
I mean,
have
you
it.
guys were never going to change your mind, so why do you?
Brandon
Yeah,
walked
you
into the
guys are
first
literally
re-rank.
just-
No, I
You
want to.
just hate
I'm
this game
putting the
so
foot
much that
down.
you-
I'm putting my foot down on this one. Brandon last re-rank wanted Other M out of hell. He played the game. He thought it was worse than he remembered. It made it a 4-2 vote.
What?
The
No.
bank club moved it down because that's what happened. Like that's the
I do
deal.
feel
When
worse
we
about
play-
it after
when we played with
replaying.
the club, we moved it up. What are you talking about?
because it was
That's what I'm
2-2
saying.
and we acquiesced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon, after
Oh my
playing the
God.
game again, Brandon has
I definitely
the
don't-
game worsened in his opinion.
It did. It definitely
It's
did.
hilarious that you think this game is worse than fucking One Finger Death Punch and Incredible Crisis. It's just. I don't even know how to. I can't even process
One
that. Really.
Finger Death Punch is better. Come on.
No, it's not.
It was
It's
fine.
really not.
It is.
Holy
It kind of
shit.
is.
It's not.
Like it's not that great, but it's kind of better than
It's
fucking.
not.
It at least has
Oh
a
my
better
God.
point to it.
It doesn't make me angry. It just kind of makes me.
Oh, it made me angry.
Okay. Well, I knew it was gonna happen. There it is. 119. Other M.
That's down 10 spots.
Down 10 spots. Brandon,
Oh, yeah.
you were the last man.
Oh man, the last man standing. Just like Tim Allen. Is that what that show's called?
It is called that. You nailed it.
Oh man, Buzz Lightyear. All right, so you know what? I want to bring up a past argument too. Let's do it. Let's keep bringing up past arguments.
Let's keep arguing.
You know what game? You know what game should go up?
What?
Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbarossa's Treasure.
Amen.
That game got done dirty because it's apparently too childish, or no, too hard for what it looks like. Which is a load of shit, because that game is fucking great.
Oh.
Okay, Zack and Wiki, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a point-and-click game. It's an adventure game. It's on the Wii. It's made by Capcom. I think they might have developed and published it. And you play as a little pirate kid and a little monkey named Wiki. And it is fucking great. It's got so much charm. It has a lot of just, the puzzles are fun, dude. What separates it apart from other adventure games is that it has like segmented stages. It has its own unique stages. So instead of just one big open world map where you don't know where the fuck to go and what item to use on what, it's its own little puzzles for each stage, which makes those kind of adventure games like way more bearable to me. And I honestly had an absolute blast with it. It uses the Wii remote in very unique and fun ways. It's just, there's so much charm. The character animations are great. The game looks amazing on the Wii. It really does.
No.
It's
You're,
just,
you're over-exaggerating the fucking Wii.
I
It's
mean, if you
finicky
say
as fuck.
amazing, Will's gonna hold you to amazing.
About to say.
Don't
That's
say
a
it.
loaded sentence.
hold me
Make
to it. So the game looks fucking awesome, dude. It's got the cell shaded.
No, it sounds really nice. Like, genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, and the gameplay is fucking great. It's a lot of fun to play. All right, the puzzles are fun to figure out. Yeah, they can be tough, but it's rewarding to figure it out. And you're not like like I said, it works very well because it's in stages. You know, you're not trying to walk around an entire map trying to figure out who the fuck do I need to show my left testicle to. You know, it's not like those kind of adventure games where you don't even know what to do.
I have showed my left
What the
testicle
fuck
to a
adventure
lot of
games have you been
characters.
playing?
Discworld Noir.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. This game,
So I think this game should move up. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
What do you think it should move up to then?
At least minimum. I'm looking at the around Until Dawn area.
Okay, so that's 82.
Around that.
I mean,
area.
I put it above Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I'd put it above.
I haven't played Binding Blade.
I'd put it above Binding Blade. I would maybe put it above Ultimate Alliance. But maybe below. But I'm looking at that area at least.
Yeah, above or below Ultimate Alliance. I'm fine with either or.
No. It's still too finicky. Like, you keep thinking like the fucking Wiimote is like best thing about it. Like, no, it's kind of finicky when you're trying to fit in pieces into other pieces and shit like that.
It uses the Wii Remote in the most pretty much some of the most inventive ways that the Wii Remote's ever been used.
I mean, it's inventive, but it's still not accurate.
I don't think it's not.
I don't think I have that much trouble.
You don't need that much precision in any spot in that game. It works just fine.
The game is pretty well designed around the Wii Remote's limitations.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I never felt like it was a struggle to control the game.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really cool the interacting of like looking at the other side of an item, doing those other things, right? Because a lot of adventure games, obviously, there's a thing of you click on the item, you try it on the thing, but taking the actual like item itself and looking at what you can do in different contexts, like flipping it upside down, using the bell in a different way, all these other things, I think really it took a whole different angle on the genre in a way that I really appreciated. So I would probably put it above Ultimate Alliance in my mind, because Ultimate Alliance is just it's a pretty good beat 'em up, right? But I would say that it didn't do anything that felt particularly like outside of its genre that Zack and Wiki did.
Okay. Illz?
Initially I was just gonna say above. I mean, right below Limbo, but I don't know. I'm looking at the games above Limbo, and yeah, I don't mind it being above Ultimate Alliance necessarily. It's not that big a deal to me. I mean, it's a good game, and like you said, I mean, the art style is very appealing. It does inventive things with the Wiimote. Sometimes it's kind of hard, but I mean, it's fine. That's no big deal. It's also pretty long, but again, you know, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it has a lot of charm. Like Wiki just oozes fucking charm.
Love him.
He's a good monkey.
So yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll co-sign to that.
Okay. I guess that's I guess Saf, you're gonna lose this argument then. Which I'm very happy about, for the record.
Did Noah voice how he felt about this?
I didn't play much of the game, so I have no opinion.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Number 77. That is how much of a movie is that? Let me take a look. 77, 91, 14 spots.
14 spots. Shit. Big changes.
Yeah.
A lot of big changes in this one.
Yeah, I don't think was there one that was a single digit move.
Yeah.
Other M.
Red Dead.
Oh, Red Dead.
Other M was single digits too.
Other M was 10.
Oh, it was 10. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is Rankerslam. It was hot, and it was the summer. Party vibe has changed a little bit, but you know that's the nature of the
biggest party of the summer.
Oh, God damn it!
No, you said it. I'm very happy you got that.
That is it. That is until Ranker Series in November.
Yeah, that's in November. I could probably tell you exactly when Ranker Series. Around Ranker Series. It definitely will be November, that's for sure.
Yeah. So that is... Oh, boy.
November 20-something. Ish.
Of course, things are subject to change on our part.
Yes,
but-
exactly. Card is subject to change.
Yeah.
As they say in the business.
Hey, they do. But until then, I mean, I will tell you, going from 100 to 125, I felt more things to move in that than I did from like 50 to 100 in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still things I'd want to move.
I was definitely feeling like this like restlessness basically since we hit like 102.
That is it. That is. But we'll continue to add to make it even harder on ourselves. Add even more games that we may want to re-rank.
Wait, so the next one is in November?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna add like 10 games between now and then.
It's gonna be more than that.
It'll be like 15, 20.
Yeah.
Not 20.
We'll run the numbers.
What
we gotta-
future plan?
we gotta
Just do
back
it
catalog.
every year.
It doesn't matter what the number is.
Well, thanks.
Not that wrestling.
But either way, we will do it then. But until then, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good one, and
And I don't know if you guys want to play a little bit more Mario Kart, but like I would
Pray for us.
Oh no, it's like 12 o'clock already.
I might be down to play a little bit more Mario Kart or something. Well,
don't we have
I'm
to
not playing Mario Kart.
take ours?
Oh, Takeover's on. Our NXT Takeover's on. Go watch it. WWE Network. Subscribe $9.99 a month.
We're not.
$9.99.
Oh, God.
Pay us, Vince.